All right, welcome back to another episode of Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, the Daily Walk Edition. This is episode number 46, and as you can see, I am not out at the park. I'm actually recording this late on Sunday evening because it's been raining like hell. It's been raining cats and dogs out here in the San Francisco Bay Area, so I could not get out and do my daily walk today, but I did some exercising indoors, so I still got my exercise, but was not able to record my video outdoors, so I am doing it today indoors. And I'm actually back after spending a few days with this lady friend I've been mentioning, I've been hanging out with over the past, I'd say almost 2 months now, maybe a little bit more than 2 months. And we've been going on some hikes. We did some hiking over the weekend. We did some nice walks, and we even had some nice dinners and shit. And it was a pretty cool time. And I was back actually late last night after dinner. And I was going to do a video, but I didn't do a video because I was feeling kind of tired. I was feeling drowsy. I ate some garlic fries with some fresh garlic. And I did some research online that for some people, fresh garlic can make you drowsy. It just processes differently in your system. So if you've had your experiences with fresh garlic affecting you and making you tired and drowsy, like you want to take a nap and fall asleep, let me know your thoughts below in the comments section, wherever you see this video, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Facebook, or on my website. Let me know what your thoughts are regarding that. But anyway, I'm back, and today I have a multifaceted topic here that I want to discuss. I've been doing a lot of self-reflecting all day today while I was working out and doing some other things. And, I've been kind of catching up on some YouTube videos that I, from creators I subscribe to and all that. And I'm just seeing some behavior patterns and a bunch of crazy shit to the point of where I just wanted to talk about it and share my thoughts. So before I start getting into it here, let me just grab my handy dandy iPhone and read the topic so I don't butcher it. The topic is, I'm sick and tired of people's online behavior. And then I'm going to talk about reflecting back on 2018. Then I'm going to discuss content creators and trolls using YouTube as a self-therapy outlet is unhealthy. And finally, I'm going to share my thoughts on memes, which seem to be a big thing in the modern world. People love to create memes on other people and get a good laugh at their expense. What does Coach Eli think about that? So the topic one more time is, I'm sick and tired of people's online behavior, reflecting back on 2018, content creators and trolls using YouTube as a self-therapy outlet is unhealthy, and my thoughts on memes. And boy, I can hear the rain pouring like hell outside my place here in beautiful Redwood City, California, where the climate is best by government test. Even though it's raining, it's pretty mild. It's not really that cold, but the rain always kind of warms up the climate anyway, wherever it rains. So anyway, regardless, let's just move forward here. First and foremost, okay, if I'm going to discuss, I'm sick and tired of people's online behavior. Before I get to that, let me just make a brief response to a gentleman out there named Jamie the Purple Pill, who did a response video to me yesterday in regards to a few of the videos I've done in the recent past. I'm just going to make it very simple. I thought about doing a full-blown response video to you, Jamie, but then I realized it just isn't worth it, because I'm not going to keep feeding back and forth into something that we may not completely agree on, or even if we agree on, it's just a waste of time, in my opinion. It's a total waste of time. So all I'm going to come out here and say is this, is that for the most part, most of the points you mentioned were pretty spot on. Now, I'm not going to agree with everything you mentioned and how you presented it, but most of what you mentioned was pretty good information. And I wanted to just come out and briefly mention that because, you know what, I like to give credit where credit is due. And despite our past experiences and what I may personally think about you as a person, okay, it has nothing to do with, you or anyone else putting out an opinion and it making sense. I will pay credit and give props where credit and props are due. And I just wanted to, give you a shout out and say, hey, thanks for the video. I appreciate it. It did not offend me, but I am not going to be responding to it. With that being said, moving forward, in regards to all of these purple pill guys that I've been kind of going a little bit back and forth with lately, they've been doing videos, I've been doing videos, and I've been responding to them as example purposes, which is the honest truth. I wasn't trying to feed into them. I was using them as example purposes to show you folks, certain behaviors that you should not do. But whether my intentions are to do it for example purposes or not, it doesn't matter. It's still feeding into it. It's still feeding into them and what they want. And I'm here to say, as of this moment, I'm no longer going to be feeding into any of it at all. I'm not going to be doing any response videos to any of them. I'm not going to be, calling them out in any examples. I've decided today it's time to really super grow up. I'm not saying I wasn't growing up before that, but it's time to really grow up and get down to business and, not feed into a bunch of people out there online that are just out there for entertainment purposes that don't value, your message. Okay. So I want to make it very clear that I'm not going to be mentioning you guys, Joe Buddy, the Beard and the Monopolist, Jamie the Purple Pill guy, and even JB Gunner, who actually did a response video to my response video to him. I'm not going to be responding to you guys anymore. I'm going to leave you guys alone. Now, does that mean you guys are going to stop doing videos on me? No, you're not, because many of you guys are obsessed with me, and you're going to continue doing it. Okay? And from time to time, I may check in to see what you guys are doing, but I will never comment in your chat, and I will never come on your shows, and you will never hear me do any response videos or mention you guys in my videos again. I've actually had enough. It's childish. It's immature, and I don't want to play that game anymore. And it wasn't my intention to play that game since I came back on YouTube with my new channel about 5 weeks ago or so. But you guys kind of started feeding some stuff into it, and I decided to use you guys for example purposes, and it's kind of backfired, so I'm just pulling away completely. I want to wish all of you the best of luck on whatever you're trying to accomplish. If you want to make me the highlight of your videos or the highlight of your life, it's your choice to do so. I just feel I'm an average everyday guy. The more and more you guys talk about me and put me on a pedestal, you're just embracing my work, whether you say you like it or not. If I wasn't relevant enough to you guys, enough to the point of where you're doing all these videos, you just wouldn't do them at all. And that's the bottom line. And that's where it ends right there. All right. So I closed the phone there and I need to look at the topic. Let me reopen it here. So I'm sick and tired of people's online behavior. And I'm going to kind of go into reflecting back on 2018. As I look back on what happened in 2018 with my former YouTube channel and other things that I experienced in life, as I further reflect now, during the beginning of the new year, I'm more and more so, I more so am seeing, which is what I'm trying to say, a lot of the mistakes that I made and a lot of the immature behaviors I fed into because I got caught up into certain things. Okay. And I'm kind of putting this video out there as kind of a clean slate type of video, kind of like, writing a clean slate letter to someone, like an ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend or a friend that you may have had a falling out with. It's kind of like a clean slate letter. This is what I'm doing here today. And the reason why I feel this way is because I've been watching so many different videos from even some new content creators lately that I found out about through a Discord I joined or was invited to join about 3 weeks ago or so. It's the Mad Shangy Discord. And this is a group of decent people out there that are not obsessive people, that are not trolls. They're actual real life people that have discussions in this Discord. And we also, talk through the voice chat. So these are absolutely real people. And basically, I've found out about many other content creators that they've gotten involved with, since I shut down my last channel. So about 4.5 months ago, I shut down my former YouTube channel that I started almost 2 years ago. And between that time and the time I started my new YouTube channel, which was about, 5 weeks ago, between that gap where I wasn't on YouTube, these people have connected with many different people, and they've seen the behaviors of other trolls, and they've seen the behavior of other content creators going out there and just behaving in ways that are preposterous and representing themselves in ways that are just unbelievable. So I started to look into these people, and it just started making me real sick to see how these people are behaving. And if I go more into it, this entire topic kind of goes all together, all four of these areas. Now, let me go into the next area here, which will, also include reflecting back on 2018. Content creators and trolls using YouTube as a self-therapy outlet is unhealthy. So there are a lot of people out there on YouTube that, come out on YouTube and just air all of their dirty laundry. They start connecting with other people. They start talking shit, to other people or about other people's channels. They start saying, well, you know what, you're a whore, you're a slut, you're a big fucking pussy. I mean, they start going out there and just, feeding a bunch of crap out there just to get attention. Because what happens when you talk shit about people? Okay, it sets them off, and then they respond either in video format or in the comments, and then you have this back and forth, negative type of conversation happening, which is very unhealthy. But for the person that is running that channel, that is creating this type of environment, it feeds their ego. It makes them feel better because in reality, they're hurting about some other aspect of their life. Maybe they went through a breakup or a divorce or something happened to them where they've been traumatized, and to soothe their emotions and their anxiety, they come out here seeking validation by getting the attention of other people. And the best way to get people's attention is to talk shit. People are so busy nowadays that, if you do something normal, they're just going to ignore it or maybe kind of click on it for half a minute or a minute or so, and then they're gone. But if you want people to stick around, you start talking shit, you start throwing fuel on the fire, and then boom, now you've got all this attention, which, to those people that are seeking attention, initially it seems great to them because now they're getting, any type of attention, but the bottom line is it's the wrong attention. It's negative attention. Okay. And to be quite frankly, I used to feed into that type of attention. When I ran my former YouTube channel and I didn't really understand how YouTube worked, okay, and really how the online world worked when you put yourself out there in this way, I was unintentionally feeding into it because I saw my numbers raise. I saw my numbers, rise. I saw my subscriber base go up, my views go up, and it was like feeding my ego. And until I realized that, these aren't the right people I need to be on my channel to make my coaching business work or to really truly get my message out there, I kept feeding into it. Now I look back and I reflect on 2018. And honestly, I feel like shit because I feel like I wasted a complete year plus of my life, where I could have been doing something else. making more money or investing my time by volunteering to a couple of nonprofit organizations to help them out. There were so many better things I could have done in 2018 and even in parts of 2017 that I look back upon now and I'm like, wow, I can't believe I fed into this crap. So now when I see these creators out there pretty much doing what I was doing, and I know it's the wrong thing, it just really annoys me and it repels me. And it just, doesn't make me want to support them. Okay. Even if they're a good, decent person, if they're out there, just antagonizing people just to get attention and they're stirring up the drama pot, it just annoys me now. I mean, I get a lot of links sent to me from the Discord group I'm a part of. And some people that have known me for a while, even from my past channel, I get a lot of emails with people sending me YouTube links to check out. And yeah, I may click on them for a minute or so, and I start watching the video, and 30 seconds into it, I can already tell it's going to be a shitty video that is about bashing people, or is about somebody that's just seeking attention, and it really turns me off. Okay, it really turns me off. What I look for out here on YouTube, I know my videos go out on Facebook, YouTube, and my website, but my biggest network is out here on YouTube, and that's where most of the content creators are at. What I look for on YouTube in a content creator I want to follow is somebody that's either A, going to teach me something new about either relationships or business topics, any type of philosophy in those aspects that I don't know, or they're going to share their opinion and I'll be able to compare it to mine. I'm looking for something like that. I'm looking to either learn something or I'm looking for good entertainment. And what I mean by good entertainment, I don't mean entertainment like what was happening in some of the communities I was involved with, over the past year and a half on my former YouTube channel, like the MGTOW community. A lot of times guys would bash each other and talk shit to each other, and it was very entertaining to some. I don't consider that entertainment. I consider that, childish and immature behavior. Okay? When I say entertainment, I'm looking for people out there that are, kind of like scripting things. Like there's even, it's kind of funny. There's even a guy out there that does gold digger videos, and I think that they're scripted. But that's the type of entertainment that I enjoy. Entertainment that is not out there to harm anybody. It is scripted, and it is done just to purely give you a great laugh. The funny thing is, a lot of people out here on YouTube seem to be fascinated by real people out there that are bashing other real people. And just seeing this type of behavior to me is preposterous. Before, YouTube was created or before the internet came out, we were not able to do this. We more so had to communicate with people in person or by the phone, right? Okay. But nowadays, we can sit here and hide behind the computer. Okay. We can hide behind the computer. And many of these people, they don't even show their face or use their real name. So you have people out there that are talking shit to other people. And none of them are using their real names. They're not showing their real face. So how can you even validate their shit if you don't even know if they're a real person or not? I can't respect anybody out there that doesn't show. Well, here's the thing. I do respect some people that don't show their face or use their real name that are good people. What I don't respect are people out there that talk shit and kick other people down, and then they hide behind a fake user account name, and they don't even put their picture out there. They use like a fake avatar or some shit like that. That's basically saying that, you know what? I'm going to come up to you, slap you across the face, Eli, and then I'm going to start running before you catch up to me and beat the fuck out of me. Well, I'm not a violent person, but that's an example. You know what I mean? It's like a bitch slap. It's like you come up to me, you slap me, and then you run. That's how I compare, I compare that to basically fake sock puppet accounts out there that have a real person behind them. But again, they don't put out their real name. They don't show their real picture, and they go out there doing what's called trolling other people and talking smack. I don't validate any of that shit. And to you trolls out there, it's like, look, I know you're going to troll me. I know people are going to continue to troll me because that's what they do. Some people just have nothing better to do than to be trolls. Some of you have no fucking life. Like YouTube is your entire fucking life. If there was no YouTube, you'd be sulking in your misery, in your place, doing absolutely nothing. Okay? So YouTube is your fucking life. Here's the thing I want to ask you folks. If YouTube shut down tomorrow, what would you do? If YouTube were to shut down tomorrow and there was no other platform like this where you can do what you're doing today, especially if you're doing negative shit out there, trolling people, talking shit about people, kicking people down, if YouTube wasn't out here anymore, what would you do? Can you please comment below in the description section or below in the comment section, which is what I'm trying to say, and let me know about that? Okay. Get a sip of my freshly brewed coffee, freshly ground from Costco. I love the Colombian Suprema from Costco. It's $14.99 for 3 pounds. It's an unpaid endorsement. It's a great fucking deal. It's great fucking coffee. Great coffee. Better than that instant shit or Folgers or Maxwell House or any of that stuff that's pre-ground and shit like that. So it's very unhealthy for people to come out to YouTube seeking validation and to use it as a crutch instead of going to somebody that can help them professionally with any emotional or mental issues they have. Now, I'm not a therapist. If you have some serious mental and emotional issues, okay, you do need to see a therapist, in my opinion. So I'm not a therapist, okay? But if you're someone that's been through a breakup, if you're someone that's struggled in the workforce, if you're someone that has some minor emotional issues and stuff like that, that's within the realm of what I can do, okay? So, like I said, the people out there that come to YouTube, for example, and use it as a crutch to mask their emotional issues, mask, their unresolved issues from the past, it's hard for me to respect that. It's hard for me to watch that. I cringe, okay? And again, it's only a matter of time before you self-destruct and realize that what you're doing is not helping you. It's more so hurting you. Now, here's the thing. To a certain extent, I will come out here and admit that, in the past, when I was on YouTube on my former channel, and maybe a little bit towards the beginning of when I started this channel, maybe I was doing kind of the same thing. I'm going to be honest with you folks. It is very therapeutic to come out here and talk about your stories and share your issues and talk about your problems. Like for me, as a coach, I like to share my real life experiences with people, which at the same time helps me get it off my chest. Okay? And for me, I feel it's better to do it this way than to go and pour this all out on my family or on my friends, because it serves two purposes. Number one, I don't have to bug my family and friends with this because they really don't want to hear it. And number two, it helps, put out a real message within my coaching business by sharing stories that you may be able to relate to, which is what I'm trying to say. And if you can relate to a story that I share in regards to something that I've been through, and I share with you how I overcame it, how I handled it, and how I bettered myself, okay, it might motivate you to get back on track sooner. And that's why I do it. So yes, there is some truth to where I guess every content creator initially is going to start out a channel because it is an outlet to get things off of your chest. But at some point, you have to decide Do you want it to only be an outlet, or do you want to make something more out of it and help people based on what you've experienced? Okay. So in my opinion, I feel it is very unhealthy if you are using YouTube as an emotional crutch or an outlet for your own personal issues 100% of the time. Okay. Occasionally is okay. When you first start your channel, sure, it may be okay. But you're either going to, develop it into something bigger and better where you can actually help other people, or not do it anymore. Because if you continue to come out here and use this platform, use YouTube as a place where you make it all about you, me, and look at me, and I was hurt, and I was taken advantage of, and, you basically use it as a self-healing platform for your issues, people are going to notice that, and they're going to be turned off, and you're not going to get anywhere anyway. And all you're going to do is make yourself look more like a jackass, okay? And you don't want to do that, honestly. You don't want to do that. Let's see, we've got 26 minutes here. We're going to wrap this up pretty soon. So yeah, I'm sick of people's online behavior, and yeah. I'm tired of it. I'm actually bored of it. It doesn't intrigue me anymore. When I first got on YouTube, it was all new to me. So it was interesting because it was something new. But then I got caught up into it, and then I participated with it, not even knowing what I was getting into. And it set me down a destructive path to the point of where lots of crazy shit happened to me. And then, I had a life-changing experience, and then I shut down my former channel. I just had to get rid of all that negativity. And now I'm back here with a clean slate. So the bottom line is that, I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of people's stupid-ass online behavior where they're making it all about me. And you know what? I want all the attention because I feel like shit. And if you don't give me attention, I'm going to whine and bitch and complain. And it's not just women that whine and bitch and complain. It's men too. Trust me. There are some men out there that are bigger bitches than women. And I'm calling you guys out on that. Okay? And you don't want to be labeled as a bitch, whether you're a man or a woman. Okay? So next time you go online and do a video or represent yourself on any, social media platform, especially YouTube, if you're a content creator, think twice about the message you want to put out there and how you want people to see you. Okay? And I'm going to leave that at that right there. So let me wrap up by talking about my thoughts on memes. One of the biggest things in the modern world right now, especially with the millennials and then the post-millennials, the Gen Y, I generation, they love memes. Now, I'm from Gen X. I'm old school. And don't get me wrong. I like a good joke every now and then. And I've seen some of the memes out there, and they're actually pretty fucking funny. I'm not going to lie. But what are my thoughts about memes? The term meme, I don't even think was created, when I was first around as a Gen Xer. Okay? Now it's like a well-known thing where people are going out there and, they're taking your face and putting it on someone else's body, and they're putting some captions in there where they're talking shit about you. And it's all about memes. It's all about, who can create the best meme to get a good joke, to get a good laugh at someone else's expense, right? And my honest opinion is, and this is with no disrespect to people that create memes. I know there are people in my Discord, many of them create memes. I'm not trying to disrespect you. I love you all. Continue doing what you're doing. I'm just saying in general, memes don't do it for me. They bore the shit out of me. They're not funny to me. Yes, I can look at a meme and, if you're ripping on somebody, especially somebody that I know, and you're writing something derogatory about them, and you're basically putting this guy's head on a naked woman with boobs, it's fucking hilarious. Don't get me wrong. But you've seen one, you've seen it all. And, I feel, in my opinion, there are many more important things to focus on in this world, make it a better place. than to focus all this energy, to create memes on other people. I think, and this is with no disrespect, I think people that create a ton of memes every day have too much fucking time on their hands, and maybe it's just something that helps them get through the day. Okay. And I have to question you folks out there. I have to question the folks out there that do create tons of memes per day and have that amount of time on their hands. What kind of a life do you have? Are you working? How are you paying your bills? Are you living off of someone else? I have to question, how are you finding all this time to create all these memes? And even if you're working a job and then you come home, where do you find the energy to sit there and create all these memes on your computer and put them out there? Don't you want to just rest after a hard day's work? So I have to just put it out there and say, where do you find the energy to create these memes? And what do they honestly do for you? You get a laugh out of these memes for what? 2 seconds? Like, it takes you, some people put a lot of effort into memes where it takes hours to create a great meme, right? You want to sit there for hours to create a meme where people are going to look at it for 2 seconds, get a really quick laugh, and next thing you know, your meme is invalid, right? Okay? I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of memes. I'm not a big fan of, creating things to criticize people and rip on people. Don't get me wrong. I can laugh at a good meme every now and then. And if this world was in a better place to where, we didn't need, to focus a lot of attention on other things, I'd say, hey, let's meme people all day long. But we have many bigger problems to tackle in this world than to focus most of our energy on creating memes, about other people, just to make ourselves feel better, just to self-soothe. It just doesn't work for me. So all in all, give me a second here. All in all, the purpose of this video today was to just say that I'm pretty much done with all the crap. I'm pretty much done personally, from feeding into this crap. I'm still going to maintain the friendships I made out there. I still want to be a part of the Mad Shangy Discord. And by the way, those of you that know the YouTube content creator Mad Shangy, who's the leader of the Discord group I'm a part of, the private Discord group I'm a part of, he's still nowhere to be found. He's been missing since the 30th of December, and now it's, Sunday, January 6th at 9 p.m. time I'm recording this right now. And it's January 7th on the East Coast already. So hopefully, Shangy will show up, soon, and everything is okay. But yeah, I'm not trying to, like I said, I'm not trying to upset anybody in my Discord. I'm not trying to, kick other people down for, creating memes or doing what they do. I just don't want to participate in the fake stuff anymore. I really want to focus more on helping people. I want to focus completely on helping people better their lives, better their relationships, better their marriages, better their business life, whether you're, working in the corporate world, the workforce, or you're an entrepreneur, or if you're in the workforce and, you aspire to become an entrepreneur. I can help you make that transition. I've been through all that. I have a lot of experience. And, a lot of people sit here and look at me and say, well, this guy, he labels himself a coach. How is he a coach? Some of the things he says are just really not professional. Well, let me tell you this. I'll end up this video in the same way I ended a former video in the past, where I said, look, in today's day and age, my opinion is that what used to be professional is now unprofessional, in my opinion. And what used to be unprofessional in the past is now professional. Let me explain to you. Back in the days, we used to kiss people's asses, overly kiss people's asses, like when you'd go to a restaurant, they'd come check up on you every 5 minutes, when you would go to, a car dealership or somewhere, they would say, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, welcome to the Ford dealership. Let me get you a cup of coffee. Let me get you this and that. Here, sit down on our nice leather chair and enjoy, blah, 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 right? Nowadays, you walk into a dealership, they still kind of kiss your ass, but they have the coffee machine where you help yourself out. Okay? They don't do that anymore. If they were to overly kiss your ass nowadays, okay, it would be unprofessional because then people start to think, now they're trying to sell me something. They're being too nice to me because they want to put me in the state of mind where they can manipulate me to buy anything, right? So when I come out here and I just, say it as it is, whether I use profanity or not, and I'm a straight shooter and I don't hold back and I share my real life experiences, when I come out here and do that, in my opinion, that is more professional than coming out here and saying, hello, everybody. My name is Coach Eli. Welcome to my coaching business and my YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be discussing modern day male and female relationship dynamics. And we're going to be discussing, how men have been greatly affected, in today's day and age with women being in the workforce and women's lib, right? Now, is that boring? That's boring, right? But when I come out and say, you know what, guys and gals, today's day and age of modern day radical feminism is a bunch of bullshit, which affects both men and affects both women. Okay? And you know what? I'm here to share my experiences of what I've been through, okay, to give you all the best possible shot of navigating this crazy modern world we all live in. You see my approach? Okay, you see the words that I use and the tone of voice I use compared to being melancholy and not using any foul language or straightforward words. Hello, everybody. I'm Coach Eli, right? You see the difference? What's more believable in your eyes? And this is where I have a problem where some people, will say, well, you know what? Some other coaches out there, are more professional and do things differently. That's your choice to decide, who you think is more professional or not. But at the same time, some of you people out there that say I'm unprofessional, are just people that just don't care about any coaches, are people that feel you don't need any help. You're just people out there that are looking to make anyone's, day or business miserable, because that's just who you are. You're just the kind of person that kicks everyone down. So it's really hard to validate, your opinion or certain people's opinions that, just discredit everything, no matter what it is. Okay. So that's pretty much going to do it today. I'm hoping it's not going to rain tomorrow so I can get up to the park and do episode number 47 from the park. But if it does rain all day again, I'll do another video, at least one video from my studio here tomorrow. And maybe two. I may be doing a response video tomorrow on something very interesting. I'm not going to mention the topic here. It does involve, feminism, etc., and how men and women have been affected. It was actually a video done by Fox News. So if I get a chance, I'll do that tomorrow or over the next couple of days. But definitely tomorrow, I'll have at least one video, a daily walk video, whether it's an actual, walk in the park or within the studio. So with that being said, you all have yourselves a great, great day or night whenever you watch this. I know I'm going to be releasing this, shortly before midnight here on the West Coast where I live in the Bay Area. It'll be almost 3 o'clock Eastern in the morning, so most of you will see it in the morning. But whether you see this tonight or tomorrow morning, have a great night or have a great day. And I will see you all soon. See you next time. Bye-bye.